Hello everyone! EsoChat is finally here, and it's time to analyze the secret scene that Dom Studio showed to us in the full 39th episode of the Skibidi Multiverse. And in this video, I will make a full analysis of it for you and explain everything that happened in this scene. Why did Male 04 and Male 05 turn out to be so weak and fail to detain Titan Clockman? Will we see them in the next episodes? And why didn't this Skibidi toilet destroy the green cameraman? If you want to know all the answers to these questions, then get your tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch this video to the end, because it will be very interesting. Let's go! This secret scene continues the final part of the 39th episode when Titan Clockman's dome was disabled and the Rolex head clock left this place. And immediately after this happened, another group of Skibidi toilets teleported here, or rather, two Skibidi warriors that I talked about in one of my previous videos when Dom Studio sent me leaks. They were sent here in order to delay Titan Clockman as much as possible, and finally we saw them. The first to appear was Skibidi number 04, and at first glance he looks like some kind of bug. But the interesting thing is that in the first leaks that I analyzed, this guy looked different, and therefore I think that what he has on his face is his mask, and not his actual face. After his appearance, he immediately attacks Titan Clockman with the lasers on his face, but no matter how funny it is, they are not even able to tickle the metal Giga Chad. And after seeing this, the Skibidi mutant decides that after this, he will definitely have more chances in hand-to-hand combat. So after having taken out his blades, he begins to spin around himself while creating a vortex. But unfortunately for this Skibidi, his self-confidence did not help him. And after receiving a savory slap in the face, which was then followed up by the blow with the sword, he falls to the ground. And after that, another Skibidi mutant appears on the battlefield, which I also showed you earlier. And the first thing that may catch your eye is the huge size of this Skibidi mutant. Because as soon as he approached Titan, we see that he is as tall as Clockman. And apparently, the main tool of this strange Skibidi toilet is his blades, using which he beats off the blades of Titan Clockman, and he apparently calculated to cause damage to the Titan with them. But as with Skibidi 04, Number 05 makes the same mistake as his bro and approaches the Titan, who in his turn grabs his blades without any problems and simply tears them off and begins to slap Skibidi with his own weapon, finally destroying them. And I don't know about you guys, but I expected a lot more from these two Skibidi warriors from what I just saw now. In this secret scene, these guys showed their phenomenal uselessness and did not stop the Titan even for a couple of minutes. And based on the damage to the 5th Skibidi, he probably will not appear in the future episodes of Skibidi Multiverse, whereas Skibidi 04 could well have survived such a blow, and he will probably appear in future episodes and will also participate in the events of the series. And I want to say that of all the Skibidi warriors, these two were not the smartest guys, and I suppose that's why they couldn't detain their enemy. So after such an incredibly difficult victory, the Titan begins to accelerate time in the space around him, and after a little preparation, the Titan leaves this place while being in the acceleration mode, where he has been for several episodes and flies right into the 40th episode, a detailed analysis of which will finally be on the channel soon. And well, in order not to miss it, you should give this video a like as well as subscribe to my channel. Well, and now I will continue my analysis of the secret scene. This time we are finally transported to the scene of a skirmish between the Skibidi toilets and several Alliance's agents. And this scene begins with another demonstration of the uselessness of one of the Skibidi. This poor kid was loaded with too much weight, and it's a big miracle that he was able to get to the place of battle in principle, and unfortunately for him, this fight will end pretty quickly. In this scene, the POV is the green cameraman, who was also the POV in the 10th episode, and I talked about this in the analysis of the first part of this scene. And just as I've said at that time, in the end, we will have to see how the Skibidi with fashionable glasses finally commits the act of revenge against his bullies, which actually happened just as I predicted in the end. So when the green cameraman was injured and fell to the ground, a fashionable Skibidi drove up right to him, and once again, as he saw the middle finger from his opponent, he simply cut it off with his saw. But I want to say that Skibidi did not work well here. And I would not be surprised if at their next meeting he gets another middle finger in the face, because there is still one placed on the cameraman's right hand. Well, and I also want to note that in fact the toilet here could have just finished with this guy by sawing off his head camera, but he didn't do that somehow. And instead, he just taught this poor guy a life lesson, although in a rather harsh way. And this clearly suggests that the Skibidi toilets, at least this one, are not villains, although I think that you already know about it. Well, and with that, I want to say goodbye to you, as that was all for today. So be sure to subscribe to my channel, and it was me, ISO Chad. See ya!